Peace, family. What's going on? Thank y'all for tuning in to this quick live. We got all the platforms going. YouTube, Facebook, IG. We rolling. I'm doing this quick live because of things that come over my desk. And I'm the mad scientist in the black community, so I'm going to help you understand some things. And man, you know what I mean? We used to be the people that created all the waves and the trends, and we still do. Some of y'all getting caught up. And you know what it is? It's the lack of the promotion of science, STEM, in our community that is making us follow things that we should not be following, bro. We shouldn't. So I'm gonna go over this eat right for your blood type stuff. We went over this a while ago, and then stuff just gets swept under the rug. I don't know. YouTube shut down like 3 channels since I've been doing this. So I had a whole bunch of old videos that I don't have access to anymore, and all of that. But yeah, we're about to go in. And it's a very basic conversation. It's not too technical for you. You can understand it. You know what I mean? It's not hard. My head is crazy. Put a hat on. It's not difficult. This conversation is an easy conversation to have. All right. Let some more people get on. Yo, share this with all your friends, the video after it's done, or notify them now, link them to all the streams. I'm going on YouTube, Facebook Live, and IG Live right now. So tell them, come on in. And nutrition is important. I mean, I've been around a long time teaching nutrition, and I've watched people get old. People who were younger than me, who when they were around me, I had some type of influence. They was glowing, they looked beautiful, Then when they're gone, darkness. Not that special cosmic darkness, but that dim, dull look. Then they get fat. Or they start following vegan trends and get atrophied and too skinny, and they think they're healthy. And so that's a big thing too, the vegans fighting the meat eaters, and meat eaters fighting the plant-based people, and plant-based people fighting the vegan people, and none of y'all know what y'all talking about. None of y'all. I could prove it. I had too many clients. So yeah, invite your family in. We about to go in. Deep waters. Matter of fact, I'm gonna add some to the conversation because I'm gonna go through this pretty quickly. It's pretty easy to get through. So if you never heard of the book Eat Right for Your Blood Type, the thesis of the book is that based on the ABO blood system, so ABO blood system means you got type O, type A, type B, type AB. Those are the main ones that they focus on. And so with those blood types, allegedly, the thesis is that it determines what type of nutrition you should select. And then they got charts and graphs in the book, and they tell who should be eating meat and who shouldn't be eating meat and who should be eating all these different things. And it's totally bogus. Now, we know what blood is, and they are discussing what we call red blood cells and the antigens on the red blood cells. These antigens, another word for antigen, if you look it up, is virus. Look it up. Just go look it up, Google it, do something. And so these receptor frameworks are on the red blood cells, And so they determine blood type, right? They are produced by genetic transcription. And so let's say you have one parent with O blood type, one parent with B blood type. You're going to come out with B blood type, but you're going to have an O allele, O gene codes to make O. And so if you marry a man who has O, the child can come out with O blood type. And that's what you want. O blood type is the oldest blood type, currently, I should say. And then you go to B, A, and then AB. And the difference between them is virus or antigen. And so somebody with O blood type can give as a universal donor to all of the other people. They can give blood to somebody who has A, B, or AB. Somebody with AB blood type cannot give blood to somebody who has O blood type because you'll get mass agglutination, coagulation, blood clots, massive, and the person will die. Then you have RH factor, which is super misunderstood. You still got people giving out pseudo information about RH blood type. The dominant blood type is RH positive. It does not mean you have blood from a rhesus monkey. It doesn't mean that. It absolutely does not mean that. RH negative does not mean you're some superhero and your blood is pure and is clean of a rhesus monkey. It's actually the opposite. RH positive is the dominant genotype and phenotype of RBCs, and RH negative is the mutation. So example would be if a mother has RH negative blood, she has a baby by someone who has RH positive blood, then her blood would attempt, or in her blood, her immune system would attempt to destroy the child. This can be two black people. Not have to be a white person and a black person. Okay. And yeah, that can happen. All right. Erythroblastosis is what it's called. And so you got the RH factor added in. And years ago, almost 10 years ago, when I was putting out my studies, I was one of the ones who contributed to that myth. Matter of fact, I started the myth. So I know it's wrong after further research. People just kept following me, and now to this very day, they still, in 2020, got pseudo scientists saying those particular things. And so it takes study. And it also takes correction of what you thought was present. 10 years ago, I did not know what I know now. I wasn't doing the high levels of direct studies and implementation. I didn't have the machinery to, do PCR or HPLC or any of the stuff that I do now. I do now. All right. And I understand it genetically. I understand it, from carboxylic acid and amino acid on that level. And so you have the ABO blood system, and this guy wrote this book called Eat Right for Your Blood Type, and a lot of people are following. And it's dead wrong. Pseudo, as they say in y'all conscious community. It's pseudo. All right, so what's pseudo about it? Your antigens on your blood have absolutely nothing to do with what you should eat. Nothing. I'm going to tell you what determines what you should eat and why, right? The nutrients in the food, the nutrients being trace minerals, vitamins, carboxylic acids, also misnomered as amino acids. All right. And then there's other things that the plant has, enzymes, plant hormones, all of that. Okay. So that's it. That's the reality. Okay. So let me give you an example of the confusion with those. If you drink water from a water machine, it's running through titanium plates and all kind of other stuff, and you think that the water has minerals and electrolytes, it actually has metals. And the difference between a metal and a mineral is all minerals are metals, but all metals are not minerals. What's the difference? The difference is iron can be in a rock or soil or somewhere else. And once a plant absorbs it into its roots, it goes through a selective process of chelating to an organic acid. An organic acid is an acid that has a carbon-based structure to it that can chelate to the mineral and properly absorb it into your body. The other types are amino radicals and siderophores, which are bacteria, basically. And they can chelate to metals too, but they don't make minerals. And by doing so, you decrease absorption almost to null. So you got electrolytes in your water, but what you don't know is that those are metals. They're not minerals. They're not trace minerals. So you're not really absorbing it. Or absorbing so, the amount is so small, it's not good. And a metal is toxic to the body. All right. These become free radicals and they damage tissues, which is why you can't keep your youthful look. You following me now? All right. Lipids, fats. Every hormone in your body is made of fats. People try to say we don't want fats. No, you need fats. Can't even make hormones without it, which is why when I do hormonal panels on people who are plant-based and vegan, who don't know how to do it, they always have messed up hormones. And you can even see it when the women start eating that way and working out. They lose the Coke bottle shape and they start getting this indentation. And that's a sign of androgyny setting in because they are doing CrossFit exercise. Their hormonal secretion levels are low and they started having bodies like men. That's happening, bruh. Like, that shit is not cute. You actually look like a man. And if a man is attracted to you, his pheromone network and all this stuff is all messed up too. That's bad. Just all based on fat. So now we covering the minerals, covering the fats, and then we come over to the proteins. All right, which all depend on your liver for synthesis. The liver is the biggest protein synthesis factory. So let's go to the eat right for your blood type so we can get an understanding. Nutrients, absorption, and the ability to detox, or the toxicity level of the food determines what you should eat. Period. Those three things. Nutrients, the physiological process of absorption, and the toxicity level in the food determines what you should eat and what you should not eat. Not no goddamn receptors on your red blood cells. An example, a cow. There's a lot of people that eat things from cows. Milk, whether it's raw or, they boiled it. You try to kill pathogens, all right? The meat, whatever, the tongue of the cow, the pig, the chicken. All of these are not natural animals to the planet, all right? They are the result of crossbreeding or taking an animal out of its natural habitat and then causing mass levels of malignant mutation in the animals. An example would be the cow is from an animal called the auroch out of Africa. They took the auroch out of Africa, took it to India, and it's out of its natural environment. Of course, it changes structure. And then, of course, it's taken to Europe, and, we got this animal that's European that people are eating in mass. And what's the problem with it? The problem with it is toxicity level. It has the most toxic substance that the body can interface with, and that is ammonia, excessive levels of ammonia. And all high-grade mutants on this planet, white people, mushrooms, cows, anything that's not here is supposed to be naturally. See, your teacher can't even teach you this because they're afraid that IG, YouTube, and whoever's going to shut down their page. I don't give a damn who shut down what. I'm going to keep saying this stuff. Hybrid plants, hybrid people. I shouldn't say hybrid. Mutant plants, mutant people, because hybrids can be good, like watermelon. All right, there's nothing wrong with certain hybrids. Hybridization is a form of cultivation, but mutation, in the sense of malignant mutation, is different. So those mushrooms, those cows, and those white people, you need to stay away from them. So I already know I'm about to lose some people off the live. Y'all about to jump off like this thing is talking racism. No, I'm actually talking science. Ammonia is something we can prove that you are allergic to. So when you eat that cow, chicken, pig, these mutant animals, then you're going to have a reaction. Now the liver is going to chelate substances to it. The digestive tract is going to chelate substances to it as if it is xenobiotic or foreign to your body. So the more you eat of this, the more you're going to damage tissues. You're going to weaken every physiological function, weaken your anatomy. You're just tearing away at yourself. I have people who come to me and they're like, oh, I got an ache in my leg. I got an ache in my leg. I'm like, okay, what you eat? Oh, I was eating some hot dog. Give me some herbs, Ali. Okay, I give you the herbs and then you still eating hot dog. What you want me to do? What you want me to do? So degree of toxicity determines what you should eat, not a receptor on your red blood cells. That's a whole discussion, and it's a good discussion to have, but eat right for your blood type can't cover what I'm saying. Then adversely, then this is for all the plant-based people and the vegan people. The person could be eating something like bison or specifically wild sockeye salmon, right? And get loads of nutrients from it. No ammonias, but some healthy carboxylic acids, high levels of zinc and protein. Look at the cow. The cow is a 1,000-pound animal, 800-pound animal, and all it can do is walk. Barely can run. It's all weak. Look at the bison. The bison is 1,200 pounds on average and can run 40 miles an hour. Strength, fast twitch muscles. This animal is native to the earth. It came with the earth. So for those of you who do eat, when you see my plans for people who eat, animals who are omnivores, I put something like bison in there as opposed to cow or chicken or, all these other mutant animals. So now your liver doesn't consider that animal toxic and you're getting nutrients from it. So it doesn't have a high degree of overworking itself to get rid of it. So if you're an athlete and you coming to me and you want to, get in shape and you want to eat better, I'm going to say, put the cow down, put the pork down, put the chicken down, put all the turkey down, put all that down, get on those two. And there are others I can give you, but those are just two main ones. Why the wild sockeye? Because it's one of the only animals that can give you a vitamin D that's commensurate with the type of vitamin D that you make. All right. Which in your body, the best is made from sunlight. Sunlight produces a hormone, cholecalciferol, and it produces vitamin D3 in the liver. You can't get vitamin D3 from any plant on earth. You can't. It doesn't exist. You can get vitamin D2 from kelp and dulse. There's some funguses that produce a vitamin D3, but it's the same type of vitamin D3 that's in Europeans and Asians. And we don't have the same type of vitamin D3 that they have. Get this book. I put the founder studies in it. So everybody's selling you vitamin D3 supplements. Where are they getting it from? And you need vitamin D3 for immunity, for density of your bone structures. You need it for all types of things. So eat right for your blood type is not going to teach you that. They're going to teach you, eat based on the receptor framework on your red blood cells, which has nothing to do with that degree of toxicity that I just mentioned. All right. Absorption, which is based on catabolism and anabolism. Where does catabolism take place at? In your digestive tract. So you drinking a whole bunch of essential water that's 9.5 pH. You know what you're doing? You're fucking up your absorption. You destroy your absorption. Because your hydrochloric acid needs to be acid. So all you alkaline people, you just hate acidity. You don't even understand the first degree of digestion, which is important for you to catabolize, aka break down the food. It needs to be really, really acid. So you drinking a whole bunch of Essentia and water with pH 9, 10, or whatever, and you're messing that up. So now the food is not breaking down and it's sitting inside of your duodenum and doing a type of fermentation that's adverse to you. Or you taking foreign probiotics when you don't know that your digestive tract already has a positive functional form of fermentation that it does, and the bacteria is already inside of the foods if they have the proper lineage. So you don't need probiotics. Why are you taking probiotics? You take the probiotics because you're listening to other people. And you know nothing about black biology, black genetics, or the types of anatomy and physiology that you need to be studying. Kombucha. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen to you once you hit your 40s, your 50s, you're gonna start looking crazy. You're gonna start having all kind of complications, your body's gonna fall apart. That's what's gonna happen. So absorption, you gotta get catabolism going on, and then the food passes through the stomach into the duodenum, where your what you're calling probiotic activity is at its highest. And then what happens in the duodenum is you have a shaft from the liver that secretes bile. So the stomach has the pectin and the pepsin and other things, pepsin, to digest the proteins. By the time you get through the duodenum, the bile is helping you digest the lipids. Why do you want to digest the fats or the lipids? Because they all are going to become hormones and other things in the body. And the bile is going to make the food alkaline before it goes into the small intestines. So now what the hell does that have to do with anything with eat right for your blood type? Absolutely nothing. 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 Nothing, bro. It has nothing to do with nothing. You see how we get caught in these gimmicks? White people got you on the wrong veganism. Then some doctor came out and said, oh yeah, you could get proteins from certain vegetation, which he named a whole bunch of nitrogen fixators. So the plant-based community was born, and now they're confused. The vegans are confused. The meat eaters are confused. Nobody know what the fuck to eat because they're not really doing no really groundbreaking studies. We are, literally. Look at what all these books I done wrote on this. All these books I done wrote on this stuff, right? I mean, even for the pregnant women, like, boom, coursework. Whole books, coursework books, like, bruh. See, we've been around black people who just get online and talk. And so everything seems like it's the same thing. But when you come here, it's not. So then we go to nutrients. Now, most of your vegetables don't even have nutrients in fruit. There's no nutrients in it, or not a lot, because the soil is so deteriorated from its nutrient quality that you're growing stuff in, you're not getting it. And then you had teachers who taught information that was completely false, but we love them. See, I don't know how to love somebody but still keep your vetting mechanism up. We already went over this about Dr. Sebi. Y'all love him because he's like a father to you. And we understand that. But you got to keep your vetting mechanism up. Because he's telling you stuff that's completely false that's going to make you sick. Dr. Sebi was 6'3", 6'2", 120 pounds, bro. He said this himself. I'm quoting him. I'm 6'2", 120. Bro, what you doing 6'2", 120? You are severely atrophied. Your immune system is not working. So when the allegation was made that somebody in his family poisoned him, you were vulnerable to being poisoned. That's the allegation that was made. Because they was the only one that was able to feed him when he was in prison. So all this government conspiracy and the government killed Dr. Sebi, I'm pretty sure they wanted him dead for some of the things, but they also knew he didn't win the case. He was surrounded. See, it's always the infighting. You got wives against you, children in court saying you a fake doctor. Then they jump on Facebook and say, oh, after you die, we're going to continue our father's legacy. You was just a snitch in a case in Los Angeles, and we got all the records. And then you see how this stuff goes? So now what does that have to do with the nutrients, bro? When you are stressed with all of that going on, you can't focus on the information to deliver properly. So you telling somebody sarsaparilla has iron in it, nobody knows whether the soil that the sarsaparilla in has iron in it until they test it or they infuse it into the soil. So there's no guarantee just because you got sarsaparilla, you're getting iron. Plants do not make minerals. They can't make minerals. They can only absorb them into their roots if it's in the soil. You don't know what's in the herbs that you're taking. That's why I don't recommend people take no herbs. What you taking them for? You don't even know unless you grew them yourself and then you infuse the minerals into the soil, or you use some other techniques that we teach our students. Right? Yeah, that was happening, unfortunately. So we get caught in trends, we get caught in belief. So you being plant-based is no different than somebody being a Christian. You believe it because you have a part of the right idea. You just need to be taught how to do it successfully. That's all. That's all we're saying. So you need the nutrient absorption of the trace minerals and vitamins, and plants don't make minerals. You have to infuse it into the soil. So we need a whole other look at agriculture because the minerals are being wiped out of the system based on how, the environmental scientists are treating the environment. Not environmental scientists, the public. And environmental scientists are not informing the common people. You can get this. The U.S. Department of Agriculture has been reporting on mineral loss since the late 20s. Yeah, rest in peace to Dr. Sebi. We love Dr. Sebi. But y'all don't know how to critique things for the betterment of the group. Y'all focus on individuals. That's how y'all get caught in things that become problematic. So nutrient absorption ability, and then so it passes through the duodenum, it goes into the small intestines. Then you have these little hairs that are called villi, which are capturing the digested food. Ain't got nothing to do with no blood type. These are all physiological operations based on the anatomy of something in the body. You're in the small intestines, and then the villi are absorbing it. If you got ammonia, farm probiotics, all type of other toxins, then the clotting structures in your small intestines are breaking, and the food is dumping right down into the system instead of absorbing through the portal vein and going straight to the liver. Because when you get to the liver, everything is about to be built up. The liver is the largest protein factory in the body. If you want to improve protein synthesis, you have to improve the liver. Juice fast, water fast, none of that is going to work and ain't got nothing to do with your blood type. I can improve the liver of somebody with an A blood type, B blood type, AB blood type, or O blood type with specific things. I can give you some tocotrienol, which is a special form of a vitamin that you have that will boost the liver to produce more regenerative cells. Or silymarin, or something of that structure. Silymarin is from milk thistle seed extract. All of these help boost the liver so it can carry out its functions. It's the largest distributor of nutrients, largest protein synthesis factory, largest anabolic producing organ in the body. It got nothing to do with your blood type when we're trying to help you get that right. So there's certain supplements that help that. You got to get the supplements because you're not getting it all from the plants unless you're going to revitalize agriculture like I requested that y'all do like 4 years ago. We ran the farm. Where was everybody at? It was online looking for debates or, I don't know. So we got to think about the things that we do and why we do it, and we need to get educated right. Come to Aboriginal University, get you some credentials, and learn this information. Because we're going to be leading in STEM for the next 10 to 20 years. And so your children are going to have an angle of study. You going to school and you learning about probiotics and prebiotics and all of this stuff. You're not learning nothing about your own specific anatomy and physiology. All that stuff is in rare textbooks that is not being fed to you. And so your children are at school drinking chocolate milk when they're lactose intolerant, which means they're allergic to everything from that animal. And everything I'm saying is testable. I'm going to be looking like this when I'm 70 years old. I promise y'all. Y'all don't believe me, but wait. I'm going to be looking like just like this when I get 70. I might look a little bit better. I'm a little janky right now. Right? I got to work on myself. But when I'm 70 years old, I'm going to look the same. I'm going to be cut. I'm going to be slim. I'm going to be strong. I'm going to be... All the niggas who I was around going to be old. I ain't trying to say I want to be on the earth for 300 years, but if I want to, I know how to do it scientifically. And I ain't got to be no Asian monk or nothing like that to teach you how to do it. You don't have to be that either. You know what I mean? This is our birthright. All right? This is our birthright. So look. Yeah, nothing that I talked about the digestive tract, duodenum, liver, bile, pepsin for digesting the proteins, bile for digesting of lipids, nutrient absorption, the difference between metals and minerals, the small intestines in the villi, the liver. Now, these are all things that actually determine what you should eat and why. It has nothing to do with no receptors on your red blood cells, your erythrocytes. It has nothing to do with it. And I know I'm making sense to you, even if you don't have the data, you haven't done the bioscans, you haven't done the S&P scans on people. We do this, but it doesn't matter. You don't need to know that. Anybody who takes this supplement right here knows the difference between how they feel after they take it and whatever vitamin or mineral supplements you take. When I really want to stay up, I got 3 days of work to do. I can take one of these whole things down in a day, bro. I'm amped. I ain't never had erectile dysfunction, infertility. If I touch you, you're going to get pregnant. But I have a child in 8 years by plan. All right. I can't make babies. Yeah, we got to work on that. I got to be placed in the right room. So, nutrients. How I make this, nobody makes the supplements like we make these supplements. They don't even know how to do it. They don't even know what to do. Most people who are out here that made themselves herbologists, or even if they took a course or whatever, they don't know nothing about herbs. Because they sending you to Seven Under. They sending you to Seven Under. They sending you to all these herbal stores, and none of them have no nutritional based herbs in them. None of them. 99% of the supplements on the market, minimal help. That's why you can't cure anything that's really acute or chronic. You know, you might be able to knock out a little cold or something like that, but somebody come to you with hepatitis, herpes, HIV, cancer, all these things. Yo, I could teach you in 10 weeks how to solve these problems if you listen in class. And that's what we want to do. We want to make everybody their own doctor. So I got another book coming out. Man, this is about to be crazy. I wrote it with a sister. The book is just crazy. In it, I'm even giving out some of my secret formulas so that you can learn how to make this stuff at home, because it's about to be so crazy, you might not even be able to order from me in a while. Who knows? So that book will be out in a little bit. She's working on the art and putting other stuff together. And once that book is out, you won't need another book on health. You won't need it. Besides taking the course, maybe, where you can get more advanced, information. You won't need it. All right. So you'll see that information coming out. I might even share the cover. I don't know. I got to ask her if I can just put it out. We're not doing pre-orders yet, but we will be in a while. But I'm just amped about that project, because imagine if you know how to make this yourself at home. That's where we're going with it. Right? I want to destroy all of the false information. And how we're going to do it is you're going to get the information, you're going to be home, you're going to make this stuff yourself, and you're going to be like, damn, bruh, what did I just make? Then you're going to be able to give it to your mom, your sister, your children, your wife, everybody else, and you're going to be able to do what I do from home. Honest to you, I swear to you, I don't like selling supplements. The only thing I want to do is teach nutrition and teach you how to make this stuff yourself, and teach you agriculture as far as the health is concerned. That's what I want. That's my goal. I'm not here to sell you Nutriplex for the rest of your life, but I'm not a drug dealer. I did this by necessity, right? And we created a whole jurisdiction for you. We have our own medical association. We train and teach. We got a whole fleet of our own indigenous doctors. My job is to create indigenous doctors and agriculturalists who can help you nation build. I'm not, I could have been quiet about all this stuff, millionaire, and just let these niggas buy my products for the rest of my life. I can still do it right now if I wanted to. My heart can't even operate like that. But I do want to make sure people get information in a controlled, responsible fashion. Right? Because you should be able to make this stuff at home, bro. But you got to become a scientist. You can't be out here like you are. And sometimes people think that, I'm going to eat bad and take the herbs. I'm going to eat bad and then I'm going to get this Nutriplex. People around me, man, everybody around me do that. Almost everybody. But that's on you. You're going to get fat. Or you're going to get atrophy. Or you're going to get cancer. It's coming. You think you can eat Frankfurters and then take Nutriplex, and then what, you going to be mad at me if you still get cancer? Or whatever else that happens, in your life? Nah, that's going to be on you. That's going to be on you. All right, so I think I debunked that, right? That was quick. Only took about 30 minutes to do that. Some of the other peripheral points that I talked about, there is this thing going around, especially with Black women, like you starting to look like white women. Like, stop following these trends, and learn how to work out. We deal with exercise science too. You should not be doing high cardio-based exercise. All right. It's a lot. But I covered it in these books. I swear to you, get these books. All of them are available. AboriginalMedicalAssociation.com. Ebooks, physical copies. We got them. Get these books. These books will save your life. You won't even need to be studying for, 7 or 8 years at somebody's university or something like that, get $100,000 in debt, and now they, the Supreme Court locked with some other people. You're going to be locked in debt. Trump got his Supreme Court in there now. With his 5 people that's all conservative, you done. You're going to be locked in debt. I promise you, get out of debt in 2020 or you're going to be locked in. Please get out of debt. Collection agencies already got the power. They already passed the Supreme Court cases when he appointed his last person he appointed. All right. Y'all doing exercise to build muscles. You see Arnold Schwarzenegger, what? He got in his 56, all that stuff just fell. Those protein structures was based on heavy nitrogen compounds And what happens when you get older? In your late 40s and 50s, it start just falling. You taking whey protein. You're not a cow, bro. It look good, when you're in your 20s and your 30s, and then, you start getting gynecomastia. Take off your shirt and your joints just hanging now. You used to look good in your 30s. You hit 40, it's like, oh, what happened? Or you a woman, you vegan, he on whey protein, y'all having sex, he dumping cow pus inside you. I gotta put it like that so you can get it. That's how real it is. You know what I mean? Y'all two cows. I know it's stinking there. It's terrible. I gotta hit you where it hurt. You know what I mean? You want to cheat and eat some cheese, and then, your man is clean, and then he like, yo, why you smell like that? You gotta put all kind of stuff inside you to stop it from smelling crazy. Like, yo, it's wild out here, bro. Y'all just need to get in class and learn how to live as original people. Because y'all are here following all these people, and it's just getting crazy out here, bro. And then, it's too many cults. That's all I'm saying. Let the science lead you. There's too many cults. There's just too many cults out here, yo. There's too many cults. I wrote this book. People got mad at me, right? In the Nation, How to Eat to Live for the Hereafter. I wrote this to improve the quality of the information and how to eat to live, because the quality was time for it to improve. And they want to kill it, brother. Like, bro, I'm still FOI. Yeah, I'm still FOI. You know what I mean? It get crazy out here, yo. So all I'm saying is the eat right for your blood type has been debunked. Oh, I ain't even gonna touch on that because that gets controversial. Oh yeah, the mandingo is the truth. Once you get back right, you won't even need the mandingo. I'll take it. I don't need it. I'm never gonna need it. I'll be 70 years old and my shit gonna be, what is that? Like, I'll be 80 years old. Hopefully the women around me eat good too, because then I'm gonna be 80, like searching for somebody in their 40s. Like, yo, gonna get crazy. Y'all know, right? Yeah, they want to keep that sugar and butter and all that. Keep it. Go ahead. Cream cheese, all that. You can have it. You can't hide it. You can hide and put on your nice little gown, and I'm not being disrespectful, but I got you all white on. You looking all plush, white gloves, sister looking all righteous, and she the embodiment of cheese. Now go back to your lessons. Go back to your lessons. How does one make devil? What is devil? See, that's where I got all this stuff from. The lessons, Supreme Wisdom lessons put me on with anatomy and physiology. Weak blood, weak bone. Oh yeah. Well, I ain't gonna even do a live on the album. I'm gonna just drop that shit. Like the tracks is crazy on that album. I got like 4 more songs I need to do, and I gotta get my young rappers out here, my young MCs out here who gonna make it hot. Yo. Yo, so I'm done. I don't have nothing to say. I'll take some questions if it's some questions. I know I got like YouTube going. I got everything going. Y'all can see the setup is crazy. There's cameras everywhere. Somebody on YouTube is going in. Y'all crazy online. Y'all is crazy. I ain't say that to shame nobody. I'm not trying to shame nobody or make nobody feel guilty. I really want to inspire you, but sometimes you gotta be a little drill sergeant. You know what I mean? You gotta. Y'all know what it is, man. Stop cheating. Oh, it's just a little bit of cheese. You don't want the cheese. It's the parasites in you that want the cheese. You don't want that cheese. She's fucking up your melanin and everything. You looking crazy. And this is for white people too. I told white people, y'all want to make a deal? I'm Yakub too. I can turn y'all black again in 600 years. Y'all gonna pay me though. Then the messenger tell you it could happen. Shit, y'all ain't trying to take them off the planet. We might as well turn them back black again. At least the melanin might humanize them a little bit. Shit. I got the 600-year plan for white people. Y'all come to me, give me reparations. I need how much I need? I need $66 trillion. So I could take it to our nation and free my people all across the globe. Give me 66 trillion. That's from the deportation of the moon. Matter of fact, we gonna take it to the Olmec. How many they had? Octillion? 41 octillion dollars. I need 41 octillion dollars to bring the white race back into blackness. And you think I don't know how to do it? And don't act like y'all want to take them off the planet because I gave y'all a plan. Y'all ain't want to do that. I'm gonna say the video. It's on YouTube. It's on Facebook. And let me tell you something. All right, so look, let me be serious. Anybody who's been around me, they know I'm not flashy, right? I'm not flashy. But I built wealth. And you know what I built wealth based on? This. So you can never take it away. I wasn't copying nobody. I got a good foundation from the messenger. But I took my attributes and put them to work. And, my children set. They're good. If they listen. Yeah, that's what octillion is 27 zeros. That's how old the Olmec say.
As they say in children's.
Baby mom trying to call me in a lie. Don't do it. I got a rule. I don't even talk to my baby mamas on the phone. You gotta text me and email me. Let me stop. Me too. Hell no, athletes should not be fully plant-based. You a football player or a boxer and you trying to be totally plant-based, you crazy. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that. And there's a lot of reasons why we say that. What's your YouTube? My YouTube is Aboriginal Global Media. I'm not sure what you mean by somebody contacting. Anybody who needs to be contacted, you can go to the jurists page. We got jurists all over the country. So you trying to contact me and there's, literally hundreds of other people trying to contact me. We got jurists everywhere. What about the still water? The still water needs to have something added to it, like some chlorophyll or some trace minerals. Don't drink it by itself. It'll leach your minerals out of your body. What about grounding? What about it? What you asking about it? What are you asking about it? Like, is it good for you to walk barefooted? Sure. Oh, you want to learn how to purchase books and courses? Like my both websites, governmentreparations.org and aboriginalmedicalassociation.com. I had the same websites for over 10 years. They ain't changed. Or if you on IG, just go to my link tree. Oh, you on Facebook. All right, that's Facebook. Facebook, yeah, go to, y'all see my links, man. I'm always posting those links on my page, man. Hold on. Y'all questions coming too fast. You can set up an IPA jurisdiction in the UK, not an ARNA jurisdiction. ARNA is only for North America. It's only for the lineage of people who went through what they went through specifically here. Sign up for courses at both websites. Once you sign up and you pay, we send you the textbooks, All the courses are self-paced. Yeah. Yo, share these videos with your family. I wasn't cursing that bad, so y'all can share them. And I'm not going to go over an hour, so I'm at 50 minutes now. Miyachi Carter, you better quit flirting with me, girl. Who is that? You're supposed to be paying attention in class. Don't get distracted. Yeah, buy your fruits and vegetables organic. I get a lot of plant-based people come to me, and I see when I test their pesticide levels, it's off the chain. And it's because they don't understand that pesticides are being uploaded into the seeds, so you can't even wash it out. Arthur Kornberg was the first white scientist to use E. coli as an uploader of viruses and other things into plants. And so they're doing that now. I'm going to do a separate video on diseases like sickle cell, so-called autoimmune, to prove that there's no such thing as autoimmune disease. Sickle cell is not genetically handed down from parents. It's caused by a specific enterobacter that steals your iron and causes, the anemia. Sickle cell is only advanced anemia. And when y'all say something is genetic, you don't understand. You got the smile from your parents as a gene code. There's epigenetic and genetic factors, and they can be turned on and off. So when you say a disease is genetic, you don't understand that doesn't mean that it's a permanent sentence. You can inherit weak epigenetic and main chromosomal things from your parents that you can fix and correct. Juicing doesn't do anything. What does juicing do? It might make absorption, make digestion a little bit easier for people who have impacted digestive tracts. But juicing is not going to cleanse your liver. It's not going to do anything. It's not going to do anything. All right, yeah. So if you're on IG, follow the page Ali the Chief, and then go to the page God Body Records 9999. We're gonna drop some music on there next month. And y'all know the documentary is coming. Malcolm's Truth. It's gonna come in November. I'm trying to sell 1 million copies of that joint. It's gonna be crazy. So, I'm into this music and the theater because I want to affect people differently. I'm done with all these books and the science and all that, bro. I got it. So we going into entertainment and the art and all of that because that's where your eyes and ears is at. So we go come by stuff. Plus the music is trash anyway. We got a whole another type of music, and it's not weird conscious music. But we dropping some stuff in it. It's gonna be dope. Go to Aboriginal Global Media on YouTube. Become a subscriber. Tell your grandmother, your cousin, your aunt, everybody become a subscriber. We got free classes on there. Some of the stuff on there, you can just go in there and watch, and you can learn this stuff, and you can fix all your own problems. I should have 1 million subscribers right now. I only got like 50,000. Y'all be subscribing to the knucklehead shit. It's not gonna feed you anything valuable. Facebook page, Amaru Namataga Shiali. You say, I don't know how to spell that. Just type in Amaru Shiali. AMARUXIALI. I got 2 pages on that. What you say, Skyward? Oh yeah, we taking over TV. We taking over theater. We taking over documentaries, docudramas, music. Like we coming at all angles. Like I don't care. We coming at every angle, yo. We coming at every angle. I don't care what sector of society, government. I'm trying to teach y'all how to take this planet back. It's actually easy. Y'all don't get it. It's easy. It's so easy. So all you need is a little bit of guidance from somebody who's not trying to rob you. I don't have no religion for you. I don't have no cult shit for you. I don't need attention unless it's to distribute education or entertainment that is uplifting. I don't need none of that. I get enough attention in my private life. I don't need all that. And I got children. So I spend my I have to post more. Post more where? On Facebook? You on Facebook. Now I post every day on Facebook. Post more what? Look at the stuff I already posted. I understand that's an algorithm, though. I get you, bro. I appreciate that. All right, I'm coming up on my time. I got 5 minutes left. There's so many questions. I love you too. Yeah, I know. If it's some people in LA who didn't get their consultations, I'm going to send you to Ansar so he can do the bio scan. Mayor Ansar is the mayor of Sun Village out there, but he's also an indigenous doctor. And he can set an appointment if you in LA with you. And I'm going to get that done so y'all can get y'all scans. And he's going to send it to me, and then we can do the appointment. So hold fast. I had to leave there earlier than I wanted. Yeah, I'm done. I'm about to shut this down, but I debunked the eat right for your blood type stuff. Y'all ain't gotta worry about that no more. So Facebook, I'm about to kick y'all off. That's Facebook. I'm gonna share that to my page. I think we done on YouTube too. Let me see. Yeah, I'm using YouTube on my computer. I usually use it on my phone, so I don't want to delete this live by accident. I'm using YouTube like that, y'all. Can you pin your university in here? The university is on the websites. I have a separate site called aboriginaluniversity.com, but it's only for students. It's password access, so you can't get that because it's too many sensitive documents on it. But if you want to sign up for courses, governmentreparations.org, at the store, aboriginalmedicalassociation.com. Yo, why is this not working? All right, YouTube, I'm leaving y'all. I'm still on IG though.